We had this great opportunity to work with Chris McMillan, who sort of became much more famous when he cut Jennifer Aniston's hair for Friends, and he gave her the Rachel.
When you think about somebody who has really great hair, always consistently great hair, it's Jennifer Aniston.
I think hair is important to all of us. We all know what it's like having a bad hair day. There's just nothing worse. And it's strangely psychological. And it's amazing what difference a haircut can make.
When you first see someone, hair is such a defining factor. You know, you can see it from far away, and it really gives a big impression of that person.
Cuts are becoming a huge trend right now. I think with the recession, people aren't necessarily going in and getting their hair blow dried every time and going in for styling, but they want haircuts that are going to be really easy to style.
Mary Claire in the US launched 15 years ago, and we had this great opportunity to work with Chris McMillan, who sort of became much more famous when he cut Jennifer Aniston's hair for Friends, and he gave her the Rachel.
Some girl ate Monica.
Shut up, the camera adds 10 pounds.
So how many cameras are actually on you?
When you think about somebody who has really great hair, always consistently great hair, it's Jennifer Aniston.
We really asked him, you know, what are the best cuts for your shaped face? You know, what is the best way to layer? What are the haircuts we should be thinking about right now? What's in, what's out?
They're really wearable trends. They're not crazy trends. They're trends that all women can wear.
We had some really curly hair, we had wavy hair, we had a really short, retro sort of looking cut, and then we had long hair of different textures.
And the thing about having a good haircut is that it's often worth the investment, because a good haircut is something that's easier to style. So the way the hair is cut and shaped, it will naturally fall into the style it's supposed to be.
You also want to consider your hair texture and what's going to work with your style and your face shape as well. So he was able to articulate that, and I think the haircuts he gave really flattered all of the models, and they were really happy when they walked away. One of the other stories that we looked at in our hair issue was international hair color. So we wanted to know what's going on in other countries in terms of, you know, who's influencing the types of colors that women are choosing, what celebrities they were looking at in terms of who they wanted to look like.
Mexico, India, Czech Republic, Lebanon, the UK, the US, and France.
We thought it was really interesting how, you know, here in the States, a lot of women want to look like Giselle, who happens to be Brazilian, and they want to have her sun-kissed highlights, as opposed to France, for instance. We're wondering what kind of hair do they want.
People in France love Julia Roberts. They love her.
That's surprising.
Yeah, they love her very natural highlights.
We definitely think of her as this all-American actress, but you know, the French have really taken to her.
Czech Republic loves Paris Hilton.
What was interesting in Mexico is that there's a real salon culture, there's a real sort of social culture. Women like to meet at the salon, and 80% of women over the age of 15 are coloring their hair.
Some countries are pretty autonomous, especially India, Lebanon. The UK is very autonomous. Like, their hair icons are all of their catwalkers.
There are lots of pictures of different hairstyles to give readers a sense of, yes, you can do this, yes, this is possible, and it might just really lift you and take 10 years off you and just make you feel great.
Does your hair need expert repair? Damage is most obvious at the tips. Watch what happens when damaged hair is repaired with Dove Therapy Conditioner. Convincing, isn't it? Research proves Dove with repairing serum targets damage precisely and even repairs better than the leading Pantene conditioner. The proof: beautifully smooth hair, strengthened against damage from root to tip. Next generation Dove Therapy Conditioners. Expertise for damaged hair.
I'd love to talk about Dove and the Dove Self-Esteem Fund. I actually got to do a Dove workshop with the Girl Scouts, and it was all about preteens all feeling better about themselves and really listening to what they had to say about their image, about what they read and what they see. It's really been something for me that's really made me want to continue and always be a Dove groupie, because every single product you buy from Dove, a portion of those proceeds go to programs like that.